Thelonious C. Jones, theloniouscjones.com. This is a new segment I will start coming out with here regularly, maybe once or twice a month. And I just want to focus on, because this is what I'm doing, you guys. I'm going into a lot of the schools, not a lot, but I'm going into schools. I'm trying to deal with the youth, and I'm just trying to calibrate, what is wealth and the level of wealth. And a lot of schools I'm going to are in the inner city, because that's where I come from. So at the end of the day, I'm going to be touching on individuals that are usually of minority from the inner city. And in this series, I'm going to be talking about black real estate investors and developers. And today I'll be talking about Donahue Peebles of the People's Corporation. So I just want to, throw some things at you guys and present you with some individuals. Let me get into the slide. The goal of this presentation, let me just go into the slide, because I want to present you with wealthy black real estate investors and developers that you seldom hear of. A lot of you guys you're seeing on TV, they ain't got no real money. That's why they're on TV. Okay? So I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. And if you cannot look up, this is what I need you guys to do. If you cannot look up, at the end of this presentation, I'll show you Donahue People's website. If you're looking to follow someone and they don't have a visual track record, or they don't talk about the addresses or actual physical buildings, I would sway away from them, okay? Because we're trying to deal with individuals that are operating transparently. We're trying to deal with individuals that the news doesn't talk about a lot. Because at the end of the day, they want to kind of suppress this information. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. So, let's not get too hostile on that comment there. But I just want to present you individuals that are, operate more than $100 million in real estate, man. And I'm tired. I am completely tired of the youth, the young kids, and I even fall victim to this myself, of us idolizing people that ain't got no real money. Okay? I mean, we idolizing people that got a couple $100,000. Okay? I mean, we idolizing people that got 10 million. No, let's try to raise the bar. I'm not saying don't look at those people, because they've obviously done something right, and they may get to 100 million at some day. But I'm saying we really got to look at the guys that really made it. Let's stop looking at the guys that kind of fake made it, halfway made it. We need to be looking at the guys. We need to look at them so we can understand the steps that they're making currently. Yes, but we also need to look at the big boys. You know what I mean? $100 million plus, man. I mean, this is if you're trying to get some real money, man. If you're not trying to get some real money and studying people that's got real money, then this ain't for you. The YouTube channel, my YouTube channel is probably not for you. I am trying to get some real money, because there's enough money out here for everybody. And there's enough money out here for everybody that watches this freaking presentation to have $100 million and more, okay? Currently on the earth, okay? So I just want to verify that situation there. And like I said, and I'm going to just tell this real quick. I was at a Central High School in St. Croix. Fast shout out to everybody at Central High School, everybody in St. Croix, on the island, USVI, the whole thing, the whole 340. But check this out. We were looking at El Decor, and I was asking the young gentleman in the class how much the stuff, we looking at the stuff. I'm like, man, how much you think this stuff costs? And one rug it costs $5,000, and they put in $50, $60, because we just don't understand the money that's actually flowing and transacting. There's billions of dollars exchanging hands every week, every single week. And if you just got a 1% fee on that, you'd be pretty well off. So you guys, I just want to put stuff in perspective to you, because we got to think bigger, man. The think is too small, okay? So that's another reason why I'm doing this. Okay, let's get into it. Donahue Peebles. Let's get into it. Donahue Peebles. Light-skinned brother, but he's still a brother. For a minute, I didn't know if he was a brother, but he's still a brother. So it's all good. Founder and CEO chairman of the People's Corporation, which is a privately held real estate investment and development company. So he's a real estate investor and developer. Based on Forbes, he has $700 million in net worth. $700 million in net worth. That's a couple dollars to have, okay? He currently manages, Peebles Corporation, which he's founder, chairman, CEO of, currently manages $5 billion with a B $1 billion, black man, $5 billion in real estate. Okay, $5 billion in real estate. What have you heard of this? If you heard of this guy, leave it in the comments below. Okay, because I don't think you've heard of him. Okay, so I just want to put this in perspective. This gentleman right here, 6 million square feet of real estate. That's how much he owns. 6 million square feet of real estate. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to put this. I'm not even trying to put this in perspective for y'all. I'm trying to put this in perspective for me, because why do I think so small sometimes? Why do you think so small sometimes when this dude owns 6 million square feet of real estate, and we still talking about a 1,500 square foot home? It's all good. I'm just saying, let's put it in perspective, though. Let's buy this. Let's buy the 1,500 square foot home, but always keep in my mind, we gotta get 5 million square feet. 5 million square feet. Or, just change the perspective. So this is Donahue Peebles. Let's go into it a little more. Tell you a little bit more about the brother. He was born in 1960 from Washington, D.C. Okay, from Washington, D.C. His mother was a real estate broker. So he was kind of finessed a little bit through his mother and given a little game, able to soak it up because his mother was transacting, making these things meet, you know what I mean? And I was watching one of his interviews, and basically he was talking about how he used to ride the bus through the city, DC to be exact, and he was just inspired by the developments that was going on. He said when he was growing up, just a lot of developments going on in that area, and just to see the buildings go up and see the whole process, it just was an inspiration for him. Young kid, you may be the same age as you, man, 14, 15, just looking at the whole game and just soaking it up, and like, dude, how? And this is what he said. And if you're young, if you're old, if you're in the middle, I don't care what you are. He said he visualized it, man. So a lot of y'all, we need to take more. And I'm guilty of this too, you guys. A lot of this stuff I'm telling y'all, I'm talking to myself. So please don't think all this stuff is directed towards y'all. But we gotta visualize it, because that's what he said. I just visualized it, man. So he visualized developing the developments he was seeing as a young kid. So I need you to visualize this really every day. Because if it's worth doing, it's worth doing every day. So we need to visualize it. That was one key thing I heard him say in one of the interviews I watched him. So, just regular kid, man. Just regular kid. Nothing special, man. Nothing special. So all I'm trying to say is he ain't come from the silver spoon. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, look, the first deal. Let's get into this, because this is critical, you guys. And a lot of y'all, we got the age, we tripping off the age and this and that. Dude, age ain't a factor, man. This guy is proven to me, and I hope proven to you, age is not even relevant. So do not bring that up in a conversation at all whatsoever, period. This dude right here, Donahue Peebles, look at 1986, the age of 27. He closing on a deal, man. They built this thing right here, this office building, 2100 Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue in D.C., built from the ground up. First development, 100,000. Well, sorry, Don. I mean to disrespect you, bro. 100,000 square feet, Class A office building. 100,000. Whew. From the ground up, age 27. I just want y'all to think about that, man. Okay, this building is now operated by the government and has been operated by the government since it was built. Great lease. I was listening to another interview, like I keep saying, because I'm trying to absorb the information, y'all. He said that the government's about to sign another 14-year lease on this property. So got him locked in, cranking cash. Okay. So one key thing he said about this too, you guys, and I want you to keep this in mind, because a lot of you guys, and I'm a victim of this too. Okay. I'm a victim of this too. Once again, Oh, I need to start off small. This was his first freaking deal, you guys. Okay, he didn't own no house. He was still renting, So, a lot of you guys think, oh, I got to start off small. That's why I'm trying to get this into the younger. Hopefully, you guys, still in high school and stuff, still in college. Forget the starting small, man. Just go in it, man. Go all the way in. That's what this told me. Forget the starting small, man. It's all the same amount of work. That's why at times I'm trying to get that through the individual's heads that can comprehend what I'm saying. But you guys got it's just, I mean, look, Donahue was telling y'all by example, man. Didn't own no real estate, renting, but then he's building 1,000, 100,000. See, second time I messed that up because it's not even. I'm still trying to understand the concept. 100,000 square foot Class A office building. Class A means it's pretty top of the line. Class B would be a little lower. Class C, probably somewhat vacant because ain't nobody want to, occupy because nobody wants to be renting there. So Class A, top of the line, 27 years old. So I just got to throw that in there for me, man, because when I was listening to this, it's like, whoa, critical. So one thing I heard him say about partnering, and you guys got to think about this. This is critical, especially if you're young and if you can get the right people with the right mindset on your team. He's saying you have to, establish the right partnerships, but your partners must bring capital and expertise. You can't just be bringing in money, okay? And I fell victim of this, dealing with people that just could bring money. It doesn't really help you, man. You can't really learn by just money. You know what I mean? So I kind of felt what he was saying with this. I mean, you can, don't get me wrong. You're just going to learn by losing money, but it is better, and that usually takes longer, the trial and error. So you usually want to use from someone that can hand some game down to you, that has some expertise, that's knowledgeable in an aspect that you're not knowledgeable in. So you guys are bringing this thing together, and everybody has their certain space that they're excelling in. And then of course you have to partner on that first deal. I think he said he brought in 2 partners for that first deal, and he said, see, you guys got to accept failure, because failure is part of the process. He said he had a deal he was trying to do, I think at like age 25, before the one he closed on that previous slide, but he said it fell through. And he said those partners that he was going to partner on that deal, he brought them in on this deal. So find the right partners, man, because if you can find the right partner, you can bring this whole thing together. But you got to make sure that they're bringing more than money. That's from Donahue, okay? And I'm agreeing with it, because you got to learn something, man. People that I think want to just bring money in, at times they just want to kind of control the situation because they have money. You're not really learning anything. You see what I'm saying? So something to consider, especially from a man that's, net worth is 700 million. Okay, thank you. So look, other developments. I just want to show you this. They did the Royal Palm Hotel in Miami Beach, 17 stories. Look at that thing, man. Beautiful. So that's another one of Donahue's developments. He has a lot in Miami, DC, and I think he's based and has other developments in New York. Check out his website if you want to know more. So I just want to show you that beautiful building. I was just in Miami in November, and I think I did see this building. Beautiful building. Look at the lighting. So, how do you... And I read on the website, I don't know if it's totally true, but I think this property has been divested, sold to someone else, and that his company doesn't own it anymore. But I'm not 100% sure. But, hey, man, they developed it. I do know that. Okay, another development in Miami South Beach, the Lincoln, that's what this property is called. And this is a 200,000 square foot Class A building. And this is a mixed-use office and retail building. And based off the information on his website, which I'm going to get to that here in the next couple slides, this was one of the first Class A buildings in this neighborhood. So very unique architecture. I love that architecture, and that line that's kind of going through it here, right here. Just nice architecture, and Class A building. What else could you ask for? So another development of the Peebles Corporation. And these are some other developments. I didn't want to put 1,000 photos on here, so we just gonna run through them. He did another development, 250 Brennan Street, San Francisco. Based on what I read, that they rezoned that to put some residential in, and that property had a massive parking area, so they're able to create more. Residents could have the parking, and now it's a mixed use building with some residential, mainly focused on residential, based off what I read. Then the Courtyard by Marriott Convention Center in D.C. is freaking humongous. Just go Google that. That's all I'm gonna talk about on that one. The 10 G Street in Washington D.C. I didn't really read too much in that, but that was a nice, beautiful building. Looks like it was recently built. Another building he has in Washington D.C. And the residents at the Bath Club Miami, which is a 5-star condominium complex, right on the water. So beautiful, 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 beautiful complex. And they said when they were selling the units, they were the highest per square foot for that area at that time. So very high-end development there in Miami. You gotta check this guy out. He's really doing stuff, man. So look, Don Peebles, man, check him out. peoplescorp.com. Check out what he's doing, man. Check out his resume. Check out, like I keep telling you guys, find people that, accomplished what you want to have accomplished and go follow them. You understand what I'm saying? Check their resume. See the property. See how they acquire the properties. What was the process? Listen to speech of them. Take notes. You know what I mean? You want to get the whole aspect, man, because you want to make sure these people are really executing real deals like Donahue Peebles. So if you want to be in contact with me, please contact me. That's great. If there's people you may want me to do this on, I mean, that's cool too. Just reach out, theloniuscjones.com. You go to my website, get all my free ebooks, sign up for my free Becoming a Landlord course, just a beginner's course. It's free, just to go over some basic stuff of owning rental property. You can email me at theloniuscjones@gmail if you need anything. And then YouTube, I post a new video every day, so go check out my YouTube. Tweet me. Facebook, on my Facebook page, I do a Q&A every Tuesday night. So, holla at me on that. And Instagram, I try to post every day too. So I'm trying to stay active, y'all. Get with me. Let's connect, please. I would appreciate it. And let me know what you think about this presentation, good or bad. But I just want to expose y'all to the heavyweights, man. We ain't playing with the welterweights, man, the featherweights. I'm trying to expose y'all to the heavyweight, so at least the big bosses in the game, and can get exposed to this information that I hate to say I just don't hear about in a lot of other places. So Thelonious C. Jones, go check me out. Let me know how I can help. Leave your comments below. Email me, tweet me, Facebook me, message me, DM me, whatever. Let's talk. Let's keep it moving. Speak to you soon. Thank you.